Hi, everybody. My name is Elektra Yao, and I'm the artist visa lawyer. I work very closely on O-1B and artist visa petitions. So I'm super excited to get live with you and talk about different aspects of the O-1 visa. So today, what we're going to discuss is what types of artists qualify for the O-1 visa. And although it might seem very obvious at first, it's a question that I get asked all the time by other attorneys who aren't experienced with O1s and creative people who might have a lot of misinformation surrounding what the O1 visa is and who qualifies for the O1 visa. So, with that being said, let's answer the question: what types of artists qualify for the O1 visa? So, I'll give you a quick answer. All types of creative people qualify for the O1 visa. I mean, it's very simple. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm on TikTok, so I'm looking at the people who are watching us on TikTok. But whoever is a creative person or something that I can argue is creative is potentially someone or a professional that qualifies for an O1 visa. So I'll give you two examples of something that occurred to me. First of all, first over the summer, I got an inquiry from an attorney who is not so experienced with O1 visas, who was deciding to file her marketing specialist client as an O1A. And if you don't know, O1A is primarily for business, athletics, and education, whereas O1B is for creative people. So, marketing, I always argue, is a creative endeavor. Marketing is for people who use storytelling, for people who use graphics. There's lots of different types of creative people who work in marketing. So I advise this attorney, listen, file your client as an O1B because O1Bs are for creatives and it's a different legal standard. The O1A legal standard is more akin to the EB1A, the green card for extraordinary ability, the green card that is a self-petition green card that is usually done, if you are my client, usually after two successful O1 applications. So what types of artists qualify for an O1B? Just like we discussed with this marketing specialist that this attorney was filing as an O1A, it's really important at the beginning to identify what is creative about the person who is seeking the O1 visa. Another example is something that just happened to me last week. Someone on Instagram reached out to me and wanted to know if tech or crew qualify for the O1 visa. So in a production, so in a film, you have the actors and the performers who are acting in front of the camera, and then you have the behind the scenes people. You have the cinematographer, you have the director, you have the costume designer, you have the lighting designer. All of these professionals are absolutely creative. Therefore, they qualify for the artist visa. So if you are ever in doubt as to what types of artists or what types of professionals qualify for the O1 visa, go back and ask yourself, do I use creativity in the work that I do? Do I use artistry or anything that's artistic in my day-to-day for the work that I do? Is my creative knowledge necessary to finalize this project? Once you answer those questions, I think you'll have a better idea of where the creative professional fits within the O1 world or the O1B world. But something to take note of, that a lot of the time attorneys will file, for example, architects as O1As. Architects are absolutely creative professionals. They utilize their creativity in the day-to-day work that they do. Of course, they are drawing up the technical plans, right, for the house or the building that they're designing. But in order to create those plans, they have to think of the style, the tone, the design of what they're trying to create and construct. So I think that artistry, creativity, the arts, these are all very nuanced categories. It's sometimes difficult for people who are not actively involved in the arts to determine what is artistic or what is creative. And this makes it so that if you don't have a strong understanding of the arts and the different players involved within the arts, then you'll have a difficult time understanding the creativity and the artistry of your client. And as a consequence, you will not be able to successfully argue that your client falls under the O-1B artistic category. Another professional title or another person within the arts industry that is not traditionally thought of as artistic is a film distributor. So all of my film distributors are filed as artists or as artistic professionals. And that is because I argue that their understanding of the arts and therefore their analysis, their application of different artistic principles aid them and support them in making their business decisions for the artistic production. So, I hope that these small examples and anecdotes gave you a little bit more insight into what or who qualifies for the artist visa, and most importantly, what is artistic and what is creative. As I said earlier, it is a very nuanced question, like what is artistic, what is creative, who is a creative professional. But once you understand the answer to that question, that will assist you in being able to understand if you can continue your journey towards securing the O-1B visa. What I find that is critical is that it's really important to work with an attorney that has a deep understanding of all the facets and all the multidimensionality of the arts. Because somebody that is a sculptor or a painter versus someone who is a film distributor or an architect, they have different nuances, they have different sensibilities attached to those artistic professions. And the way you argue one profession or creative profession is going to be different from the way you argue another creative profession. So the different legal arguments and the architecture and construction of the case are going to be very different. If you want to really give yourself your best chance of success of trying to minimize an RFE, of trying to architect and craft a strong petition, it is, I think, very important to work with an attorney that is actively involved in the arts and that understands the arts. But to answer our question, right, the question that we asked ourselves at the beginning of the call, what types of artists qualify for the O-1B visa? As I said, the first step is asking yourself, do you utilize art within your work? Do you utilize creativity within your work? If the answer is yes, then you move on to what is it do I do in the arts? What is it that I do for my profession? And that will help you understand if you fall under the arts category. But type of artists that qualify for the artist visa are not only traditional artists like a painter or a performer, but someone or a professional that is artistic or at least artistic for the O-1 visa is hairstylists, nail technicians, makeup artists, permanent makeup artists, architects, marketing professionals. These are non-traditional artistic professions that utilize art in their day-to-day. A sound engineer, recording engineer, they have the word engineer in their title, so that could throw off someone who maybe not familiar with the work that they do. But these non-traditional professions definitely qualify for the artist visa. So, food photographers, certain translators I've worked on, writers, journalists, film distributors, architects, visualization experts, marketing experts, PR experts. These all qualify for the O-1B visa. Hair, makeup, nails, aesthetics, creative directors, all of these behind the scenes professions that utilize technicality within their creativity definitely qualify for artist visas. And I personally, with my law firm, have filed successful artist visa petitions for these non-traditional professions. So, as I said earlier, an attorney asked me if she could file the marketing specialist under O-1A. Definitely she can. I always file my marketing professionals as O-1Bs. Can crew qualify for the O-1B visa? Definitely. Crew on a film set, commercial set, TV set, definitely is considered to be an artistic profession for O-1B purposes. Hair, costume, nails, makeup, all definitely qualify or are considered to be artists, chefs as well, under the O-1B artist category. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope that this provides a little bit more insight into the creative work that you do. I'm going to be going live every single day to answer questions about the artist visa, the artist green card, the NIW petition, filing a trademark to protect your artistic creations, talking about different contracts that are used within the art so that you can not only protect yourself, but protect your work as well. So tune in every single day. I will be going live until the end of this quarter, which means that you're going to be getting lots of really important nuggets to work on your petition, and understand your position as a creative person and a professional within the arts field, both from an immigration standpoint, both from an entertainment law standpoint, and also from an intellectual property standpoint. So lots of really interesting and informational discussions that we'll be having. I look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow afternoon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.